What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another trailer reaction coming from the Daily Dab Studios here on the Greenfellaz. While we were doing our Daily Dab and looking at other news stories like the Punisher trailer, go check out our discussion and the Orcs reaction to the trailer as he watched it for the first time on the video / stream. Now, though, while we were streaming, the Mortal Kombat 2 new trailer just showed up. And I have had thoughts about this franchise since the last movie came out. I called that it was not going to do great, and it didn't do great. A lot of people didn't like it. Some people did, but for the most part, it was not greatly received. Everyone's very excited, though, because Johnny Cage, played by Carl Urban, is in this one. So, the Orc and
That's me, folks, in case you couldn't tell.
The
Orc
are going to react to the trailer here that just dropped today for Mortal Kombat 2. Today is Thursday, April 9th, 2026. Are you ready, sir?
No!
All right, here we go. We're going to watch it.
Okay.
It's showtime.
It's showtime. I don't want to. Makad Brooks.
There are 8 billion people on this planet.
Well, yes, there are.
There it
Mortal
is.
Kombat is upon us.
Oh, it is.
Okay.
If we lose one more time, the Earth is gone.
Does that mean...
This is a war for the fate of your world.
I hope your ancestors are watching.
Interesting. Okay, now why are you putting the get tickets now thing in the middle of the trailer? Come on, you assholes.
Know my power? I am.
What are you, a YouTube channel now? Trying to get fucking people the fucking mid-trailer.
Well,
that's cool. The on May 8th thing is cool. The way they did that to the trailer.
Damn.
Look, the fighting has never been bad in these movies.
no. Except for the third one.
Uno mas thanks, Ed.
Yeah, well, yeah. That one that we won't talk about in, early 2000s one. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Look, the fighting it looks amazing fighting-wise. Baraka looks great.
Yeah.
The CGI looks okay.
Yes.
It's the story.
Well, I've got quick... Well, finish this.
Yeah, oof.
Okay,
Oh, that's
cool.
cool. That was
Looks
cool,
good.
though. Look, it looks better than the last one, but I still worry about the story.
Yes. Well,
So,
speaking of story, straight away,
yeah.
right, we've lost 9 if we lose a 10th. Didn't Cole Young in the first one win?
Right? That's what... Cole Young. Oh, my God. And his stupid body
For some
armor
reason.
with his... What are the... I forget what those weapons are called. The sticks.
Oh, yeah, the...
Kembo
basically-
sticks.
Yeah. But...
Yeah.
But if he won the last one, does that mean they're just ignoring everything? They're kind of saying, yeah, that kind of was just a warm-up trailer sort of thing. It didn't count as the tournament.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
Because
Are you talking
you
about
understand-
Smoke here, Spencer? Spencer, the cameo they dropped, they did drop Smoke in it. So that was interesting.
Oh, yeah, they did.
That's
Oh,
Smoke.
too many screens.
That's Smoke right there. He showed up. I don't know.
No,
There was
is more
also
of a tra-
this. Where is it? No,
See,
where is
that's,
he? The big guy. The big guy. That was the cameo. Maybe that the cameo you're talking about. Baraka's not a big. Was known. Where is that? Where was it?
Who you
This
on
guy.
about?
There he is. This guy. Where is he? Where'd he go? God damn it.
I don't know which guy are we
The
talking
big
about?
giant guy who's... There he is.
That's Shao Kahn.
Is that Shao Kahn?
Yeah, you can tell by the armor.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's got to be Shao Kahn by the armor.
That is Shao Kahn by the... Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, no, you think about Shao Kahn with his armor, with his battle dress. Google up the image quickly.
Spencer says Noob Saibot shows up at 103.
103.
Huh? Not at my 103.
Remember, if you fell, the earth falls with you. Uno mas, thanks, Ed.
Oh, you're saying Ed Boon is in it. You're talking about Ed Boon. Got you. Ed Boon. There's Ed Boon. It's not. It's only half of Noob Saibot, damn it. That is only half of Noob Saibot. You son
And
of a
the
bitch.
uninteresting half of that.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, Ed Boon, yes. Look at Ed Boon is the bartender, and he called him Ed, which was great. That was a great cameo, fantastic cameo.
Yes.
I did notice that. I thought you meant character-wise, not the creator of Mortal Kombat. So Spencer in our chat while we're doing this live here on the Daily Dab.
Mm-hmm.
And we just have watched the Mortal Kombat 2 trailer. I'm gonna admit it looks better than the first one. I didn't necessarily have too much of a problem with the action of the first one. It was the story, and okay, sure, you're not going to necessarily watch a Mortal Kombat movie for the story, but they tried to force feed the story in your mouth during the first one with that whole Arcana thing. And if they didn't want to worry about story, they wouldn't have made a new character.
But this one, favorite person from the first one, I'll say the first one. I mean,
know who you're talking about.
Couple was Kano.
Mm-hmm. I knew it.
Who did we get a little flashback of? A flash of?
Kano. Yeah, we got Kano. I saw him.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, he's in a headlock.
Yeah, but he didn't have his eye.
Oh, that's interesting. I did notice that.
If you look at him, he did not have his eye that he unlocked through the power of being an arsehole in the fucking first one.
Fucking Arcana.
Yeah. So that's why I'm thinking.
There he is.
Maybe see, he doesn't have his eye. He doesn't have his eye.
Why is that so dark? Oh God.
I don't know.
Why? There's like, I guess. Hold on. Let me go back and then pause it.
I am Johnny Cage.
There he is. That's better.
There, look, see, he doesn't have his eye.
Yeah. What the hell?
So I'm wondering because, like I say, combine that with the fact he's not got his super eye from Arcana, but McWishlist, you know, or Craigslist or whatever.
Oh, wait, hold on. You're right. Oh my gosh, keep going because now I have to look for another. Someone else didn't have their shit.
Yeah, and they say we've lost 9 out of the last 10, but Cole Young won. He defeated Shao Kahn or whoever the fuck. I can't remember who he fought at the end of it. I know there was Sub-Zero at one stage. But, so are they just kind of erasing?
Well, because he was like the relative of the baby from the flashback at the beginning.
Yeah, I'm not getting into all that, but I'm just saying.
Okay.
But he kind of won. Jax.
Yeah, I thought there was a scene where where he said something and I screamed Makad Brooks' name and he didn't have. Yeah. Oh, you can't see. Okay.
You can't see.
You can't see his arms. Okay, so he probably has the metal arms because they show up later, right here.
Yeah, or maybe he doesn't have them at the beginning because Cole Brox won, but nobody's acknowledging that victory, which would reset the countdown to 10 tournaments.
Yep.
You get where I'm going?
Yeah, I do. It's, again, why they are trying to inject so much story into a Mortal
And is it just me, or does this guy on the left look like a fucking Ken ripoff right now?
Yeah, I wonder who that is. I wonder who that is. That's a good question. Maybe it's just some guy that's getting his ass beat. That scene at the end, towards the end, with Sub-Zero and Smoke and Scorpion, yeah, that was badass. So, but that's probably like at the end of the movie. So you probably have to sit through a bunch of crap. You know?
No, you see, this is what annoys me about Mortal Kombat. it's so easy to do. You go to use the American parlance, you go hard R, and you literally go, right, you. This is what's happening. Shut the fuck up. Get on with it. Right? And then you just have badass fight scenes, one-on-one. You could even throw a fucking little mini scene in there where they're taking out all these henchmen, because the henchmen aren't obviously very good fighters, otherwise they'd be in the tournament representing Shao Kahn or whoever. So they might start mowing them down just for a bit, and then you get the dramatic action scenes. But you don't have to have a three-way boss battle where person A is fighting off against their nemesis and person B is fighting off against their nemesis. You just need to build it all up to one
The final
big
fight, yeah.
crescendo fight.
Mm-hmm.
And you
Like the first movie did in the 90s.
Yeah, and you just, but unlike the 90s, you make it like 10 minutes, a 10-minute one shot where they go through the whole thing.
Okay,
right?
like a montage.
No, like just one continuous scene. You have them trained for 6 months beforehand to choreograph the whole fight scene down, and you do not do one camera cut.
Oh,
The
I see what
whole
you're
thing.
saying. For just that fight, you're the final fight.
Yeah,
you're
for,
saying.
for
Okay,
the final fight, because
Gotcha,
then
gotcha,
you
gotcha.
just go completely to, holy shit, this is just like a video game. I'm not cutting from one angle to the other, to the other, to the other. You just
Okay.
have that one continuous
Do it
shot.
that side like the video game. Got you.
Yeah, and you have the good cameraman who can move left and right to capture the action, because
Mhm.
he's trained with them. He's as much as part of the fight as the actual actors doing it.
Yep.
So he knows when to jink to the left, jink to the right, almost like you're side-scrolling in the game.
Yeah, I like that. That'd be interesting. Might work better as an animated for that. Obviously, because it'd be a lot easier to make. I like the addition of Carl Urban as Johnny Cage. I feel like they are doing it in an interesting way with making him like, instead of like the franchise for Mortal Kombat is always Johnny Cage in his prime, and he gets pulled out of his prime, and he's now stuck in this tournament, and then he becomes a general and stuff like that. This is washed up.
Talking to Johnny Cage, go back to the beginning of the video where Johnny's sitting at the booth.
Yeah. This is not the Johnny Cage. This is not my Johnny Cage. Not my Johnny.
No.
That's not my Johnny Cage. Damn it.
Because look at this, right? Now, I'm going to point something out to you. I don't know if you noticed. Look at these Johnny Cage posters.
Yeah,
They're all riffing on Tom Cruise movies.
they are.
See the white one just behind him? That's Mission Impossible 1, right?
Yep. Citizen Cage, of course, that's the
Yes.
one that is that poster.
And this is pointing out because Johnny Cage was supposed to be, one of the best martial artists in the world who nobody recognized.
Yeah.
So this is funny. He's in a con.
And no one recognizes him anymore.
Nobody actually cares.
I like how he's got the sunglasses for sale.
Yeah, exactly. He's sitting.
Oh,
there,
no.
nobody wants any of his
Free
merch.
with every photo. Or is that the Evelyn Crawford thing on the left? Now, I wonder if...
I think that's it. He's getting blanked in everything. You're going to have all these. You're going to have all these con people ignoring him, because I think I saw a previous trailer of this where there's some anime person on the right.
Yes. Yep. And they're getting all the attention, and he's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that from the first trailer.
So
I wonder if this Evelyn Crawford person is an Easter egg.
well,
What?
hold on. Look at the poster behind.
Yeah, she looks a lot like a Black Canary type character, but she's called the Huntress, which is an actual DC character. So it's like, or is it the Hunter? Like, we can't see the full thing, obviously.
Yeah.
I love
So,
there's cosplay rehab in the background. What the fuck?
Yeah, they've taken the piss out of cons as well.
Yeah, so badly.
I mean, come on, look the other side. It says Anime Alley behind it.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's just, and then Action Lovers Unite up in the top left.
So
Yeah, this is going to be, okay, look, You know, it'll be one of those things. I'll watch it again. Of course I will. It's Mortal Kombat. But
I have a bit of hope for this one because
compared to the last one,
sound like, yeah, well, it does sound because most of the feedback was, "Who the fuck is this Cole Young?"
yeah. And now that Johnny Cage is in it, yeah,
yeah, you know the way that the original Sonic, they listened to the feedback and they changed it, and then it went to be on a massive.
That's true. You know, I have a feeling that I'm gonna come out of watching this movie being like, why didn't they just make this one for the first one?
Well, I don't know whether you heard, but when they released the original trailer for this last year,
Yeah, late last year.
it was supposed to come out this
October,
November,
I think. October, November, or something like that. Yeah, and it got delayed.
Right, and no, the production team behind it went, "We've heard some of your feedback from our initial trailer, and we're taking it on board." So it sounded like after the initial trailer, people's criticisms and bits and pieces, they went, "You know what? These are the fans. We're going to actually go back and do a little bit of a different, do a different edit, maybe do a couple of bits of reshoots."
I hope so.
So yeah, but that's the feeling I got.
But then why didn't they just make this movie for the first one? They knew everyone wanted Johnny Cage.
Because they have idiots. No, hold on. Let me talk. Because they have idiots who think they know better. And after the backlash for the first one, they went to those people.
Well, that's what I mean. The first one. Why did they even make the first one like that instead of going right to Johnny Cage, which the fans wanted?
Hold on. Because some idiot, and this is a kind of indirect quote, is in, I'm sort of like paraphrasing what they said. "Oh no, the general public will not be able to get behind a character that's well established. We need a new person so they can imprint themselves onto it."
But if you had brought an actor in originally, like Carl Urban, he would have fucking fixed that.
No. I'm explaining to you why they made the.
No, I know that. But then they should have been like, but if we bring in a hard-hitting, good action actor like Carl Urban, then it won't be as bad.
Yeah, but no,
bringing in that character that everyone loves.
Yeah, no, Chris, you're not getting what I'm saying.
I'm getting what you're saying, Kev, but they're idiots.
Yes, that's what I'm fucking saying.
I know you're saying that, but
turned around after the backlash for the first one and went,
yeah, but the backlash I'm not talking about the backlash from the first one. I'm not talking about this movie, Kev. I'm talking about the first movie before it was even made. I don't care about the backlash from the trailer on this one or the backlash from the first one.
I'm not talking about the fucking backlash from this trailer. I'm talking about the backlash from the one that came out before.
That's what I'm saying, and I don't care about that because I'm talking about before the first one even came out.
Because if you listen...
I know what you said, Kev, but I'm trying to understand why. So let's discuss why. Besides they're idiots. Do you think Carl Urban was like, I'm not going to do that. Go make a first movie first, see how it does, and then I'll come be Johnny Cage.
They never actually approached Carl Urban.
And that's the problem there.
And that's what I'm trying to explain.
But that's what I'm saying is no, but you're giving them a free pass by just calling them idiots.
I'm not.
There had to be some sort of strategy behind why.
Yes, and that's what I was trying to say. They specifically came out and said the reason we did Cole Young.
I don't think they did.
No, they did. I can't remember where I saw it. This was years ago, but they came out and said we didn't want to put an established name in there because the audience wouldn't be able to relate. We had to make him an everyman, so he goes through the journey of discovering what Mortal Kombat is with the audience.
See,
that was what they said.
Yeah. Okay. So no. Yes and no. Okay. And it's Screen Rant, unfortunately.
It's been years ago.
Yeah. You paraphrased. So you were sort of right. It's not to do with that they weren't familiar with the characters. No. Not that it needed to be an everyman. It's that they knew that the general public wasn't familiar with the characters.
What I said.
Yeah. The
general
lore.
public-
It was more about the
Yeah.
lore, the general public. You
that's what I
were
said. So
saying
they
an
needed him.
everyman, but it's more about even if
So
Johnny Cage was an everyman, they still wouldn't have used him. They still wouldn't have used him, which is stupid.
No, hold up. No, that's what I'm saying by the everyman is he's not a great fighter or anything like that.
No, but that's not what they're look. That's not why they did it. That is not why they did it. They did it because Cole Young is a good fighter.
He was fighting back alleys.
But he was still a good fighter. There's plenty of people who are good fighters out there who aren't famous fighters, Kev. The reason is because people don't know the lore. And that's the reason. That's the main reason.
I said they needed this person to go on the journey of discovering what Mortal Kombat is along with the audience.
That I don't think
because they don't know the law, because they've got the theory in their head they don't know the law. But
yeah. As a surrogate to explain
the
the
audience.
Which here's the thing though, they explain the events of the lore in the first one, but they fucked it up completely.
Oh yeah.
So that's the thing. So this is what worries me about the second one is that they keep fucking up the lore. There's no need to fuck up the lore. There's a fantastic lore already. Go play the games. If you turn a lot of what the game's lore is into a live action movie, holy crap. And that's what the first movie in the 90s tried to do. With the, and in this one, it was...
Sorry.
Huh? What?
I'm listening. Sorry, I had a sneezing fit.
Oh, okay. And so, yeah, I think it's definitely going to be better than the first. But I don't know if it'll still be a good movie.
But no, that's... Jesus Christ, still going on.
Yeah.
But no, that's what I'm saying. It was supposed to release tail end of last year, and they went, oh, the feedback we've got from the audience... Oh, hold on.
I don't think that feedback is good enough, though.
No, I meant from the first...
No, I know that from the first trailer, and I don't think that feedback's going to make the movie good.
No, but it gives me hope because they delayed it. Because
delaying something doesn't mean shit, and you know that.
Hold up. One of the things is the slot they had it previously booked in for. There was no actual competition coming out, so they would have had free reign over the box office for the next 2 weeks. There was no major movies or anything coming out, but they felt confident enough to say, right, hold on. We're going to push it back till next year. We're going to do some bits and pieces extra. Mm-hmm. Make it more to the core Mortal Kombat fans' liking.
Yeah.
And then release it when it's going to be a more crowded film slate. So that gives me a bit of hope. I mean, still going to have to see. But like I say, little things like Kano doesn't even have his eye. Fucking, they're talking about, they've lost 9 in a row, even though Cole won at the first movie.
Yeah, I don't understand. Jesus.
No, it makes me think they're just doing Highlander 3. And for those of you who don't understand, because you're fucking younger, Highlander 1 is absolutely awesome. Highlander 2 was an abomination. And Highlander 3, they literally carried it on from Highlander 2 and pretended Highlander 3 continued on from Highlander 1, and they pretended Highlander 2 never existed. So that's why I'm kind of like, maybe they're just going, no.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. So
yeah, you understand where I'm going with it.
Yeah, I still am worried. Still am very, very worried. And the question is, are you all worried? Let us know down in the comments below. Kev, what else should they do?
You should make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you like the video. And don't forget to ring my orc bell. And you'll enjoy it, folks. I promise you.
And now back to our regularly scheduled program.
Yes, so